often letting go doesn't come in the form of an action, not in the traditional sense anyway. There's a lot of work that we do to prepare ourselves for the process of letting go, and get ourselves ready and make sure that we want to do that. And we do make moves, physical moves, like changing anything about ourselves or our lives or our relationship or whatever the situation is that we're trying to let go of. People, jobs, places, but most of it comes from being quiet, quieting down and allowing things to come to the surface so that they're able to float away. They're able to move on, and we were able to, that is where the release is. The release is, yes, there's the cutting cords and things like that, physically, and hey, even like, energetically, but the real process of letting go is often in the silence. It's in the acceptance and the forgiveness of yourself and other parties, because that's really where that comes in. It doesn't mean you have to call someone up and be like, I forgive you, I'm letting go. It's in our hearts. That's really where it happens, and it can take quite a time from when you might cut a cord until you're actually able to forgive. There's no really disclosed amount of time. Could take 5 minutes, could take 20 years. I think it depends on how much we hold on and and identify with whatever that is, and how much we're willing to let go of whatever that construct is, and the lesson that we were being taught, and how we integrate that lesson into our being in order to move on and choose to move forward and choose to enjoy aspects of our lives again that maybe we hadn't. And I mean, in the coaching business, we work with people, doing all these things. I work with people moving through all of these phases until, they get to a point where they naturally let go. Like, I don't do it for them, they do it. I am just there to help people. But, I have been on my own journey, many times over in this process. And it's an ongoing spiral journey. So there's plenty more to go for all of us, but I think that the key is to be gentle with yourself, to be gentle with others as you are healing and moving through that, and to give yourself space and time to allow those things and to feel through them. If we keep blowing them off and pushing them off with distractions of any kind, it could be substances, it could be television or social media, or even whatever it is. I was gonna find things come up like because there's positive things that we can do to help us move forward, but it's good to ask yourself if you're distracting yourself from healing, and give it its own space. Want to give it its own time to be able to do it. You can't really rush it. You'd be like, oh, I want to get in another relationship. Well, if you don't really take the time that your heart feels is appropriate, you're just going to end up probably in a very similar situation than the one that you're getting out of. And I'm very guilty of that too. So I'm just, it's not like I'm not preaching what I don't know. I've been there, done that. But I know that I don't want to do it anymore. So I do my best to continue to take the appropriate time. To give it space, and really let go. Meditation is what works for me the best. That definitely. I mean, among other things, it's great to write out your feelings and let them go. Speak to yourself about it, and have a conversations with yourself about how you feel and why, and break it down for yourself. But in the silence is really where those things are going to come up to be looked at. And to be, let go. That's letting go. I see it. I acknowledge it. I let it go. I'm able to forgive this. I can let it go. And it doesn't have to be words. It can just be feelings. You can just feel through it. And most of the big epiphanies in my life were not words at all. They're feelings and they're flashes, you know? So for what it's worth, is just thinking about that, and I hope that that's helpful. If you'd like any help on your path, or you like to talk about it, and you'd like to possibly work together on any of these types of things, or moving forward in your life in different ways, maybe after transitions, breakups, divorce, or just want to, you're looking to make changes in your life and you're not really sure the steps that you should take, please feel free to reach out. My email is below. I would love to talk to you, and take care. See you soon. Peace.